All right, so look, we
Okay.
back with another episode. You hear me? Y'all see the hat? 7 and 2. You hear me? Got another special guest for y'all today. My favorite referee. Most of y'all know, but if you don't know, you're gonna find out today.
I'm Jess, the ref. Nice to see y'all. Thank you for tuning in and watching me and hearing my story because I got a lot to say.
Yeah, but on this one, we got a special. This a special one right here, straight from the kitchen jerk. My sister China, she dropped off some food for us to try. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna try right now. We're gonna get into this interview. You know what I'm saying? But just know, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to this video, man.
Please do. Show support.
Mm-hmm.
The food looks good too.
Oh, nah, trust me. That kitchen jerk is definitely, yeah, it's definitely torch. So before we get into this food, though, Jess gonna let y'all know who she is, where she's from, and what got her into being an official. So the first question I got for you today: what started your path in sports? What made you get into sports? Who inspired you to pick up a basketball or do any type of sport that you admire to this day?
Okay, so I got to take y'all back a little bit. I played basketball all through like elementary school, played AAU, middle school, the whole high school thing. Um, I was offered a scholarship to Grand Canyon University, which was Division III back then in my day.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to turn it down because I was pregnant. Yeah, I'm one of those cases.
Oh, okay.
um,
So that job like put a halt to your basketball dreams.
it did. It
All
put,
right.
and it was devastating. It
Mm-hmm.
was devastating. Devastating. And I had options, but I was like, no, I'm gonna keep her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Ended up being hindsight 2020 the best decision I ever made because it put me on the path I'm on now. Of course, my parents were upset. I disappointed a lot of people. The embarrassment, the shame that comes with all of that. But
Mm-hmm.
all right, so I'm a young teenage mom, and around like 22, I was like, I'm gonna join the army. I'm broke. I don't have no
Mm-hmm.
money. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm gonna join the army. Come to find out, even in the army, you can still be broke.
Yeah, see, I ain't
But
in
I didn't have any
all that.
rank either. I was
Yeah,
young. I was 22. I
I
didn't have
don't
any
know that.
rank.
No, it's a funny story. Speaking of the army, right? I was in high school and they came to school and they asked, they was like, "Man, do you want interested in?" And I selected no, 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 no for
Don't even
everything.
talk to me.
Man, he still ended up calling me. He was like, "Man, I say you checked off everything. No, you sure you?" I'm like, "No, I'm not. Like, I'm not going to no military. No, that."
It was one of the best decisions I ever made. I did pay for school. I did
Mm-hmm.
8 years. Got out when I was 30. Um, it I used it for what it was worth.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good
Gotcha.
on the resume. Yeah, got the degrees out of it. Um, all right, so I'm young. I'm in my 20s. I have a really young child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing basketball at this point. I'm missing being on the court. And it's weird when you miss basketball, like the things you miss about it. Like I missed hearing shoes squeak on the court or like the ball swishing through the net, like
Yeah.
weird stuff. So I'm laying in bed, I'm young, I'm broke, and I'm a single mom. And I'm like, do they have jobs out there where you can bring your kid to work? You don't need a babysitter. You don't really have no coworkers. You ain't really got to deal anybody. Your boss ain't around. Like, does that even exist? And it came to me like an epiphany. I'm gonna go run the clock for Parks and Rec
Mm-hmm.
because I could set up my
Yeah,
daughter.
I did
Yep,
that too.
you did that too.
Somebody, nah, it was in high school. They told me, they said,
Mm-hmm.
"Man, you know how to keep the books and the
Yep,
clock." It was like, "Man, you can make money."
you
Man,
can. I
I
heard
sat
like
right
that.
there and watched and learned. And
The
next thing you know, they called. He was like the basketball coach. Shout out to Mr. Roach, maybe Dunbar. He was like, "Man, they got a job for y'all up Georgetown, man. And
oh
Bruce Weber,
damn.
Lord John, he need people to keep the books and keep the clock." So me and two
Okay,
of my men, we went up that job.
made a
And we
nice
did like we was up
little piece of
there.
change.
Yeah, nah, we was up
Mm-hmm.
there from like 11 in the morning to probably like 7, 8 at night.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
we
it's an
walked
all
out with
day
at least
thing.
like we walked out at least like
Yeah,
good $200 a piece.
yeah. It is an all day thing because you have to do
After
all the
that,
games.
I was like, oh man, I'm sticking with this. Like, yeah. And then that's when it rolled over into Watts. That's when Watts started.
Okay,
Like, I
okay.
got out of high school and college, so it was like that's
And
when
that's a
that.
real skill to keep those
Yeah,
damn books and the scores. I heard the
yeah,
NBA people who do that make like make around 250,000 a year, just keeping
yeah.
the book and the
That's
clock
what
and
I
the
be telling
stats.
kids. I be telling kids
Mhm.
now, like, man, if you gonna do it, like, you can make money behind it. Like, don't
Mhm.
think it's a boring job. Like, you can realize make money behind being a
Shit, I didn't make
statistician.
no money. I was doing Parks and Recs.
Yeah, they're doing that, but that's yeah, that's how
But you
you
can't make
learn.
money.
Yeah, you gotta walk before you get. You gotta crawl before you can walk.
Yep.
So you know what I'm saying. I understand that.
So I'm doing a little Parks and Recs book for a season, and I'm originally from Calvert County, but I been living in St. Mary's County since
Yeah, they
'08.
call that Super Maryland.
Yes. Um, so I'm running the clock for a season, right? My daughter's setting up with me with her little Happy Meals. Um, but I had to do all the games Saturday mornings from 9 in the morning to the very last game. So at the end of the season, this ref approaches me and he's like, if you don't mind me asking, like, how much money do you make? I was like, oh, $10 an hour. And he was like, what if you could like triple that, work only 3 hours,
Mm-hmm.
still be able to bring your daughter and be in and out? And I'm like, doing what? He's like, reffing. It had never dawned on me. All season long, I'm watching these refs up and down the court, and it had never occurred to me to like get into that till he said it. So I took the class, got certified, and this was back in '06. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm in season 19 now. I've been doing this a really long
Yeah,
time.
she
Um,
ain't new to this. She
no,
true
I'm
to
not new to
this.
this shit. I'm an
Yeah.
OG. Okay, triple OG. Yes, been in this. So that was the very beginning of my officiating career and how I got into it. I just so happened to have went to high school with Pat the Rock. So
Oh
at the
yeah,
time,
I know who
yeah,
that
and
is.
one was slowly coming to its end,
Uh
and he
huh.
was doing a whole AIP thing. So when they would have stuff going on around the way, Pat would call me to rough it. That was my first introduction to like street ball and all
Yeah.
of them dudes. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I had baby Shat, white chocolate, silk, helicopter, airborne, like
Yeah,
dudes
I
that are.
remember that. I was on and one around that time.
Were you?
Yeah,
Yes.
I remember I came to DC. I went to.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I so speaking of and one,
Yeah, take us back.
yeah, Black Frank, the sniper, the real DC sniper. Most of y'all already know. He be down Watts. He played and one, and shout out to my man Kareem. They definitely played when they came to DC. I remember watching them. They was cooking though. But
There was cooking.
and one gave him Black Frank the name the sniper. Because he was shooting
Okay.
from like half court, knocking it down.
Now I'm gonna have to go YouTube him and
Yeah,
Ali.
nah, real,
Like,
like
because
real. Like
there's so much
real.
history in it. Like
Mm-hmm.
so that was my introduction to like I don't know what to really call it. I call it kind of like underground basketball or the
Mm-hmm.
backyard because it's
Yeah.
not really sanctioned basketball.
Yeah.
So
Actually it's like backyard pick up basketball.
yes,
Just organized.
that was my first taste and I was addicted. So this is going way back. So I'm doing high school ball, eventually elevated to like boys varsity. And I was doing everything, every cash game on the low from Virginia to DC to Maryland. Um, you can do this 7 days a week if you want. Like there's no limit to all of it, especially in the summer, because that AAU ball, I was killing it. And that was a saving grace for me and my daughter as a single mom. Basketball like came through. Basketball really came through. It paid the bills, the light bills, all of that. It didn't send me to college, but it eventually helped her get there. And
Gotcha.
my daughter graduated with no student loans. Okay,
Mm.
and basketball is my part-time job.
Yeah, I wish that was me,
Yeah, like you can make some money in this now. There's some money out there. There's some money out there to be had.
mm-hmm.
So fast forward, I'm in my season 15, 16,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I need to bust through this imaginary glass ceiling that I have. There's more out there than this. Like I want to go to the next level. I don't know how. And what people don't realize about officiating, because no one ever really thinks about the referee's story. You hear the coaches' stories and the
Mm-hmm.
players' stories, but it is a lot of politics. I compare officiating to like the pimp and hoe game. You have an assigner who has these referees, he has these contracts, and you just go up and down the court for him. We don't walk the track, we run the court. Um, and just like in that game, in this game,
Mm-hmm.
referees don't like each other. And they do a lot of stuff to like hold other people down. Where I'm from, it's a lot of Caucasian males, so like it's hard to climb those ranks. And yeah, so I was like, how do I bust through this glass ceiling? The men's league down my way had grind time playing in it that plays over at the Goodman League. They're from out my way. Pee Wee and all them,
Mm-hmm.
Darrell, Relly Snacks. Like those dudes are from my way. So I had been roughing them in the men's leagues out there. And they were killing it. They were beating teams with like 80 points. Um, so I'm like, how do I get into the Goodman League? I'm trying to get up the road. Like I need more than this. And I said, fuck it. I picked up the phone and called Mr. Miles myself. Gave him my resume over the phone. He told me, call Chick. Next thing I know, I'm standing on the court up there, and they're giving me a standing ovation for being like the first female ref and it being my first time there. And
Mm-hmm.
that was beautiful. That was emotional for me.
Oh yeah.
That same night, good old Kurt Smith and Mark Too Sharp, what's his name? Johnson, the
No.
famous boxer from around the way, were there. Check my phone. He watching this football game, y'all. Y'all know how y'all get during football season.
Nah, that's good. You cool. Yeah,
um,
nah, you good.
so Kurt was there, and Mark Too Sharp Johnson came up to me after the game and introduced themselves. And Mark was like, "Do you want to get into boxing?" I was like, "Nah, that's not really my thing."
Mm-hmm.
And Kurt was like, "You ever heard of the Watts League?" I was like, "Watts League? Nah, what's that?" He said, "Come on down." Called Kevin, gave me Kevin's number. Next thing I know, I'm standing on 62nd and Banks, and it's been the best thing in my life ever fucking since. And I ain't never looked back. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
never looked back.
So what was that? What year was that? Your first year when
That
you was
was
down
four
what?
summers ago. This was back when it was Kevin and Lawrence. Frank wasn't even reffing like that summer.
See, you ain't get the experience, the old Watts. So
No, I
yeah, see,
no.
nah,
I
you would have
look at
loved if
old
you if
clips on
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. If you was down there for that one, you'd have been
When the courts
way
went this way.
yeah.
Okay,
When they was
yeah.
side by side, yeah, you'd have
Everybody
loved.
tells me about them
Yeah,
days.
you'd have loved that. That was really standing room only. That's how we got the term standing room only
Okay, and
because
that
of
was
that.
with
Damn.
who's your man, Big Jeff? You always talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, I hear a lot about him down there. Um, so yeah, right. So I'm down Watts. I had done the Goodman League, and this was back when the court was really pretty at the Goodman League, and they were still filming the games on like them ESPN channels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when it was painted.
Yeah, when it was
Yeah.
painted. So I was doing that, and I was doing that just every now and again. I was fucking with Watts heavy because that was my style. It's a little more gritty, a little more raw. It's not like it's different than the Goodman League. It's even more underground, and there's stuff that goes on there that just I don't know. It was suiting to my style and my liking.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So would you say
Oh boy.
let's see. Nah, I ain't gonna get into those questions yet. I ain't gonna ask that yet. But far as like sports and officiating in your family, are you the only official or is it more in your family?
It definitely isn't. It officiating is not in my family, but athletics is. So my dad played for Oswego State up in New York. He was an All American in
Mm-hmm.
college, and this was back in the '70s
Oh yeah.
for football, baseball, and basketball. My brother, ironically, is the fifth person of color, African American, to play Division One hockey at Iona University back in like '98, '99. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I come from an athletic family.
background. Got
Yeah,
you.
I definitely
Understood.
do.
Understood. 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 So what officiating organization did you first like take when you wanted to go get licensed and be official? Like what was the first program?
That's a good question. So I started with MBOA, which is Maryland Basketball Officials Association, and they govern Southern Maryland, which is Charles County, Calvert County, and St. Mary's County.
Mm-hmm.
So because I was living down there, I started with them. There's a smaller organization in St. Mary's called TSOA that just does St. Mary's County. Um, and that's all I was doing. I was just messing with them because in the officiating world,
Mm-hmm.
except for when you get to college, but before that, like it's very looked down upon to work for any other organization. It's like
Gotcha.
that's why I say it's like a pimp game. They want to keep them hoes to
Yeah.
themselves. You better not go somewhere else because you're not gonna get that varsity game on Friday night.
Yeah.
That big game. No, they treat you like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you man,
And the
you got a
crazy
ball
thing
and
is
chain on your foot.
now, all right, so being as though that we going to the football games, it's like now it's like we see more female refs, but it's
Yes.
like they all you could tell who's a part of what team, like
Okay.
who's what crew, because it's like you
Mhm.
see them every like whenever the white hat is, you look around and be like, oh shoot, she was at the last game with him. It's like, oh yeah,
Yep.
y'all gotta be a team and all that
They're
stuff.
with a
So,
certain organization who has the contract for that
mm-hmm.
conference.
So it seemed like it's something, EBCA or something.
And they
Something,
need
some little
football
kind of
refs. I don't know nothing about football, like not like that. That's not my thing.
yeah.
Basketball is
Father,
my
yeah,
thing.
father
But they
officiating.
need football refs because a lot of basketball refs do football. Most
Mm-hmm.
refs hold more than one sport.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so I'll be asking some of them, I'll be like, man, you ever heard of Wasp? Oh, yeah, I heard of Wasp. I be like, all
you
right.
better heard of the
They be like,
Watts
man,
League.
take my number, take my number. I be like, all right. I'll be looking at my camera. I'll be like, oh,
Yep.
man, Zeus. I'll be like, I don't think they got what it can take to be down Wasp. Yeah, probably just like area rep, something, man. No, I'm good. Like that. Probably
It
just
does
like
take a
area
lot.
rep. Yeah.
And at this, but sometimes I don't be understanding though. Like if
Dang,
you can ref, you
touchdown.
can ref anywhere. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
No disrespect, but
Mm-hmm.
you can ref anywhere. The Watts League is the best thing that absolutely ever happened
Yeah.
for my officiating career. But I'll get
Yes,
into that in a second.
yes, yeah. Especially all
Um,
that outside, like the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
the
People don't
noise.
understand that, like, it's the atmosphere. Just
Mm-hmm.
being outside,
Uh
it
huh.
just,
Way different.
yeah, it just helps you out. Like in the gym, it's not that many people in the gym, so you know what I'm
That's true.
saying.
That's so
And it's the
true.
same thing outside. Outside, you got 200 people yelling at you,
Yep.
referee, coaches, players, all that other stuff.
It's
So,
amazing to me how much goes on during the game that doesn't get picked up on camera.
right. So,
Um,
like, we're officiating and officiating outside, what was like when you saw the culture change and it was like how did that boost your officiating skills and how did that make you
at
get more
Watts,
comfortable, period, in
period.
yeah, street ball in DC, period.
Okay,
I
so
ain't gonna single us out, like, you know what
I
I'm saying, because
will.
I know the world watching this. I'm not gonna single us out. Like, I'm gonna keep it fair and neutral, you know what I'm saying, because my man Beam and I know he's gonna tune into this, so you know what I'm saying, we're gonna keep it neutral, you know what I'm saying.
Okay,
So.
that's fair. Um, because for me it'll always be the Goodman League and the Watts League.
Mm-hmm.
But I am a Watts League ref. I'm always honored when the Goodman League calls me to work over there. Don't get me wrong, because they got me started. Mr. Miles was very kind to ever let me come down there. Um, all right, so it's my first summer. I'm fucking with the Goodman League a little bit, but I'm heavy at Watts. I'm there 6 nights a week, 7
Yeah.
nights a week. Shit, addicted, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ended up doing on a Sunday morning an 8, 9 o'clock a.m. game at the men's league they have down in Charles County at Thomas Stone High School. And it's Sunday morning. And I see this guy walk in and he looks like he's somebody. He looked like a coach to me, like very dressed up. You can just tell. I'm like, man, who's that? Because this is the men's league. Nobody comes here. At the end of my games, he comes up to me and he's like, I'm such and such. And this is my mentor. So I'm going to leave. This is my mentor. And he's like, I saw you on TV at the Goodman League, and then I saw you down Watts. And I'm like, what? Hey, mama. Special guest, y'all.
What,
Very
sugar?
special guest.
What?
um, so he's like, I saw you on TV at the Goodman League, and I saw you down Watts. Are you interested in doing college ball? And I'm like out of the blue, out of the blue, out of the effing blue. Did the NCAA show up at some random ass men's league game on a Sunday freaking morning to come and scope out Miss Rep, little Jess?
Go
I
get your
go
phone,
and do
sugar.
my first game. So I got picked up or he was like, before I see you like in a college game, I need to see you in a real game. And I understood that. So I had North Point varsity boys versus St. Charles varsity boys, and that is a huge matchup in Charles County. They called me before I could even leave the parking lot after the game. They had called me and already offered me a spot on the roster officiating for the NAIA Conference Division III. And that's the only time I ever went live on Facebook too. Press.
Stay over there, sugar.
Hi, beautiful.
Yeah, stay over there.
You sleepy?
Or go upstairs with Trent.
I see it in your eyes.
Yeah, the other one already sleep. Go ahead. Hurry up before Trent leave you.
Sleepy.
Trent, give her some candy out that bag. I mean, out the cabinet. Yeah, go, sugar. Go. Go get the candy. Trent upstairs. Go get the candy.
Oh, you're being so nice to let me talk.
Hold on. Come on, sugar. I'm gonna go. I try to be. I try to be. I try to be.
You are. You're a good dad.
Yeah.
You are.
All right. Got you. All right. So look, man. I don't know about you, Jess. My mama was on your growling. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what
So
this is talking
we're gonna
about.
get into this kitchen jerk. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. This right here, this probably that Gouda mac and cheese.
Yup.
You hear me? See, I already know, and I ain't even have to, you hear me? It's that Gouda mac if you don't know about that.
Give me some.
All right, sugar, go back over there.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? See, Bandits though already had this. You know what I'm saying? We gotta see what Jess.
I should have asked for like a plate or something.
Nah, I got
You want me to eat right out of here? We splitting this?
Nah, you go ahead.
So y'all can see me be a big back for real.
Yeah, I want them to know how it tastes. I'm gonna go get a table though.
Okay.
I go get a table for you.
Y'all gonna stop calling me that down there too. Season 1, I was skinny. But now for real, I'm going back to school. I'm working on my master's and doctorate degree in counseling. That's what I do full time. I am a therapist. Oh yeah, that's good. That's real good. Oh, this is real good.
I told you.
It's nice and thick too. Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nah. So, yeah, nah. China, her food definitely torch. See, I already know most of everything that's in here. I done had it before, so I already know.
I was talking to our friends while you went upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling them that I'm a full-time therapist, but I'm back in school. So I ain't on the court like that right now. Like I want to be. Don't worry. When I'm finished with school, don't you fucking worry. Y'all can catch Jess down Wasik 5-6 nights a week.
Good old, you know what I mean? Mac and cheese, kitchen jerk style. Yeah.
Why is it that every dude in DC is shaped either like Shy Glizzy, Fat Trail, or KD?
I don't know.
Some of y'all can eat and never gain weight.
Yeah, nah, I definitely can eat, but it's all when I want to.
Dudes in DC got 3 shapes. That's it.
Yeah, it's all when I want to though.
I'm gonna do my little
These
nap.
look like jerk smoked wings. Let's see what else she got in here. Oh, she got some pasta, some rasta pasta. Oh,
Yep, she made sure to put the ranch in there.
Mm-hmm. So that's a quick question. All right, I ain't got nothing to do with that. So when you order your wings, what sauce you prefer, ranch or blue cheese?
I'm blue cheese. I
Woo-hoo-hoo!
fucking love
Yes,
blue
yes,
cheese.
yes.
I eat that shit plain. Blue cheese is
Ah.
that's hidden.
Hey, that's all I needed to hear right there. You hear me?
Blue cheese is for the grown folks.
Man, you hear me? Blue cheese.
Ranch does go on everything, but it's blue cheese for me. Hmm. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, this is a chicken sandwich. We're gonna get into these wings. Look like they say jerk smoked wings.
And what's the name of this place again?
Our original kitchen jerk. You can find them on Instagram. Original kitchen jerk. You hear me? OKJ
So you can
and
order
all that.
just takeout like you did?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So actually, she sponsored this for today.
Oh, she
So
did?
this,
That
yeah,
was nice
just
of her.
sponsored it because it's the first time. So I had to let her know, like, we
Oh, that
putting you
was
on
so nice
black.
of her.
So you really
Oh,
gonna
it's
give a
good.
review though. So the review is really on
Yeah.
you.
I got to get some food from here from my man.
Yeah.
He would
Yep.
like this.
She's from home. She's from DC, Washington,
Mm-hmm.
DC. You know what I'm saying? That's my sister, China. Get a couple of these.
Let me see.
I don't know if you like drums or flats.
I'm going to piss you off. I like blue cheese and flats. All right, that's all I
Nah,
need.
you
That's
good.
all I need.
You good. So yeah, go ahead.
Since y'all always eating good down Watts and I can't eat nothing. I can't even go use the bathroom. I can barely drink water and y'all be running me to fucking death.
I know.
Because if I go up the fucking street to use the bathroom, I'll be gone for a long time. All that shit I gotta take off.
Yeah. No,
It's
these sounds
good.
good though.
The
So
kitchen was nice.
yeah, the mess hall.
Mm-hmm.
So when people hear her food, they hear
Mm,
kitchen jerk, so they think everything is just jerk. It's like, nah, it'd be more than just jerk. Like she can really cook though. Like
that is good.
it's just that style of cooking. You know what I'm saying? She prefer.
This is
But
really good.
got these smoked jerk wings.
Y'all gotta try it. You're missing out.
Yeah, she got hit on this one.
It was easy to get to, and there's easy parking. Because I know someone like me who don't even live in this city, I always want to know about parking. The parking was super easy. And I appreciate that. Because I can't park for shit.
Mm-hmm. Let me go get a napkin.
Drink my water. Stay hydrated for the
He caught it.
season.
Now, if he get over 30, oh yeah, he got over 50 yards.
Isn't that cold? Mm-mm.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-mm. I wouldn't call shit and run that clock down.
Yeah, I know. At the middle school games and high school games, they be praying. They be like, man, they need to score 35 points. I'm trying to leave.
Run it up.
Yeah, but now they really be scoring like, it'd be like really a blowout game.
Congratulations to that school that was like, they hadn't won against whoever in
Oh,
28
Eastern.
years or whatever it
Oh yeah,
was.
Eastern.
That's
A
a
lot of
big
my
damn
family went
deal.
to that school, Eastern.
Okay.
They play again, so they play my alma mater Friday, Dunbar
Okay.
versus Eastern.
They broke the little curse or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah, nah, these wings though, these sound good though.
They are good.
I ain't gonna hold you, man.
If my man and I arguing, I need to get him some food from here. That'll solve the problem.
Nah, for real.
Mm-hmm.
He be like, dang, what that for you got?
Babe, I went all the way up the road and got you something to eat.
Yeah, like, man, you said they what? And I think she don't eat and all that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not down my way. I'm all the way down near Solomon's Island. I live next to a cornfield, a farm, in the middle of nowhere. Country girl.
All right, so what you saying that?
Mm-hmm.
How did officiating in these, I ain't gonna say treacherous neighborhoods, but these environments where you got all these different type of emotions and all that. How did that transform Jess into the referee
Okay.
she is today, where she don't take no mess from none
Okay.
of you basketball players?
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? So how did that change a
Um,
girl from Southern Maryland? How did that change your confidence and your morale about officiating?
I'm glad you asked me that. One of the best things the Watts League ever did for me was increase my emotional intelligence
Mm-hmm.
because I had got picked up for college the same year, or it was like the end of summer going into that season. But the same year I had just started Watts in Goodman, and now I'm standing on a Division III court. And I wasn't exactly ready for that emotionally and mentally. My game wasn't where it needed to be. So I did that whole college season, and I'm like, all right, these are the things I need to work on. And the Watts League kicked my motherfucking ass and got me in shape for that, mentally and emotionally, where like you can ignore everything,
Mm-hmm.
still call your game, not be afraid to call your game, not be afraid to throw that tech, not be afraid to talk your shit. Like them dudes train me for that, but it took about 3 seasons with y'all because for the first two seasons I used to sit. Jeff Allen used to have me sitting in my car
Right.
crying like a
So
bitch.
did you?
He did
Yeah.
for 2 seasons.
So would that ever had you get you like make you feel like this is my breaking point, I can't do this no
All the
more.
time. I
But
used
you
to
never
say,
threw in a towel though.
nope.
Yeah,
I
see, that's the
sat
good thing. You never threw in
never.
a towel.
I'd sit in the car crying, man. I'd be looking in the mirror like, oh, should I quit? Um, but I knew I didn't end up where I was by fucking accident. Like I was on God's path. So
Mm-hmm.
no, I just cry all the way down the fucking road and then show right back up the next day because I needed them to train me emotionally and mentally for sanctioned basketball because
Mm-hmm.
at that level as a referee, I'm telling you, they do not like the newcomers. They go and challenge you because remember, referees don't like each other. I've seen referees fight in the locker room and then we have to go out at halftime like nothing fucking happened. I've seen a
That's
referee get
crazy.
served with divorce papers before the game started and we had to go out there like nothing just happened. Um, and like being able to pull up dudes who are trying to carry me on the court,
Mm-hmm.
or I didn't have that my first season in the college sector. Like I wasn't built for that yet. But the Watts League definitely got me there. Like I'm not afraid of nothing anymore. I would go in the locker room with 2 other men and leave me the fuck alone. Don't
Yeah.
call in my area. Don't try to, because like referees will call in your area, especially when you're the newcomer on the block to make you look bad because we're competing. I got to be better than you out there so I can get the next game. And referees are graded on every game in a college game. There's someone sitting in the stands really
Mm-hmm.
grading you with his fucking scorebook.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the balls to like pull these dudes up until the second, third season rocking with the Watts League where I was like, I ain't even scared no more. My brothers got me to where I'm not scared no more
Mm-hmm.
of nothing and nobody. But for the first 2 seasons, hell yeah. The first day I pulled up at Watts, hey, if Rob Lancaster wasn't sitting out there, I was scared as a bitch. And it was super early. It wasn't like it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't dark yet. No, I was happy to be there. And then like Kevin had me, Lawrence had me. I knew I was good.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a different level of pressure.
Yeah.
A very big different level of pressure. And I embraced that shit. But
So like, do you like giving out technical fouls?
no,
So what pushes your button?
no.
What pushes your button to
What
say, all
pushes
right, enough is enough. I had enough.
like in other basketball, well, I don't like giving text period.
So
Especially
y'all hear
going
that? Y'all hear
I
that?
don't.
So
I don't
all you
want the clock
hoopers
to be
down
stopped in
watch,
the other leagues.
right? You hear all the hoopers
No,
down watch. You don't want to throw
I
text, but
don't.
y'all push them buttons.
I will. It's funny because someone had DM me the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I took that down by the way.
Yeah.
But someone had DM me and was like, "You let Jimmy Black talk all that shit to you at the JMO League, and you didn't tee him up, but you teamed up the other dude. And I don't even know who the other guy is." And I said, Jimmy Black was talking about the game. As long as you're crying about like the game, calls, He's touching me. Ref, you need to
Mm-hmm.
watch this. I don't care. But as soon as you make it personal, you make it personal.
Yeah.
You talk about Jess directly, I'm teeing you up. That's unsportsmanlike.
All right.
And I ain't no punk ass bitch. I've been at the Watts League too long. You talk about me personally, teeing you
Yeah.
up. Yeah, you want that second one? Here you go. And it's actually the only the only dude I ever double tagged and ejected from the Watts League was SpongeBob. Like Kevin still, people still talk about that to me.
Rest in
Oh
peace, to
yeah, rest in peace,
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. I've never
Mm-hmm.
had another one down there because now I can handle the shit. But no, I don't like giving texts. Leave me, just don't talk about me personally. I'm not going for that. No referee should. If a referee allows you to talk to them personally and
Like
trash
that.
them like that, they a
Yeah.
bitch ass referee.
Yeah. Yeah.
For real. For real, they soft.
That's
No,
why we still, yeah.
no,
I'm gonna always keep Jess, but that's why we
no,
still on the look for new
no.
refs and stuff like that.
Yeah, we do need other refs down.
Yeah.
They be scared though.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But
I know. Once they hit Watts.
mhm.
Oh no, it's like, man.
Street ball is the best thing that ever happened for my career. That's where I got
Yeah.
discovered.
I even tell basketball players, they be like, man, I only play in the gym. I'm like, nah, you need to come down and watch.
You
It's gonna
do.
increase your game. I
It
promise
will
you
increase your game.
that. I promise you that.
In like every way it will increase your game. Like mentally, emotionally, just in every game it will, or every which way it will increase it. And I needed that as a rep. I needed to be whipped into shape mentally and emotionally. And the Watts League definitely gave me that. Because when I went back to the college floor the next season, I wasn't taking no shit from nobody. And I be up north.
Mm-hmm.
So like them old white guys and shit, they don't like me. They don't like to see me coming in there. They don't like that. Women look out for each other, but you got some hating ass officials. Mm-mm. See, yeah, the Watts League did that for me.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of dudes. Like there's particular players. Definitely Jeff Allen. Well, I will always remember that because he had me shook.
Right. But like, who's your favorite
Oh,
referee? Who's your favorite player to watch? Like, you know what I'm saying? Every
that's
time you ref.
hard.
Like, I know you've seen a lot on, so that's what I'm saying. Like these questions, they can't be yes or no. You gotta
No.
think about it. You gotta dig deep. You gotta think about who is when and where. So
I don't think I have one favorite. I have like a few that live with me.
all right. So what's your what's your top five? What's your top five
My top
down
five.
Watts? Your top five. If that's too hard, we go top 10.
Um,
But that might be even harder.
yeah, that would be harder. That would be all
So you
right.
keep
So
it at
like,
five.
Uncle Scoob.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Tay Curry, Jimmy Black. AJ's my baby. That is my sweetheart. I have a soft spot for AJ. I do. Nicest kid off of the court.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna end up doing more than five. These are like ones that just I don't know. Jazier when he played there.
Yeah, you know he at Fresno State.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, so proud of him. Um, and that's just because he was so young and he really was down there whooping ass.
Yeah.
To be that young and be able to,
Right. You know, last year was his first year.
yeah. So I've known Jazier since he was like 12, 13, 14, playing down my way. So I watched him grow up, and then to see his eyes walk on the court up there, I was like, "Hey, all right, young man, what you doing here?" I like Rook. Let me see, Jamaican Rob. There's a lot that live in my heart. Oh, I feel bad like if I leave people out. Definitely, Akil Carr.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely him. I don't know. It's like just different dudes of
Yeah. See,
different
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, being in
teams.
that environment, you got to meet a lot of
A
hoopers
lot of
that
them.
people don't really get to see. That's why I
Mm-mm.
say, man, you gotta come outside. You gotta come down Watts.
Having Hezzy God there was a big deal.
Yeah.
That was a very big deal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Sure
there's
was. Oh, he fumbled. Yeah. In the tents right here by the steps. Still doing the interview. Almost finished though.
And then a lot of times I don't even be knowing it's like that this dude is somebody until y'all tell me at the table.
Mm-hmm.
Then I YouTube real quick. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Oh, I can't leave Najee out.
Oh yeah.
We can't leave Najee Marshall out.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Watch League on.
that's the other thing about Watts. I've been able to have the NBA and in all of my career, all the way down to the tiny tots. So I feel like I've just tasted a little bit of every level of basketball. And the Watts League did that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It definitely helped. It showed me, you know what I'm saying, meet people, different people. And I'm like, oh damn, I seen them on TV, stuff like that.
Because
Like
you're
you
doing
gotta
the
play it
damn
cool. Yeah, you
thing.
gotta play it cool. You gotta play it cool.
I told you, you're like the new big ticket of the basement, man. You're putting the city on the map, and we really appreciate that. We do. I do. I personally do. I talk about Watts everywhere I go because anyone who's anyone is going to play there.
Yeah.
I've done enough fucking men's leagues in the DMV that anyone who's anyone plays there.
Yeah.
And probably the Goodman League, but you're playing there.
Yeah, nah, right now we got the more the hype, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The atmosphere.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Got the YouTube going, you know what I'm saying? That's why we here right now. You know what I'm saying? Building off of that platform. And then it's just like, right now, going to some of the games and some of the kids, and they be like, oh, that's Watch League TV. Or it's like, they tell their parents, like, man, Watch League TV.
People are recognizing it? Yes, that's a big deal.
I be standing on the sidelines talking to some of the kids.
Okay.
They be like, man, you gotta subscribe to my channel. They be like, oh, I'm already subscribed. I was like, oh, say less. Like, yeah, they ain't gotta say no more.
That's a big deal. Because the I don't know about like the other stuff you do with Watch League TV because I don't do football and all of that. But a lot of these players down here deserve this type of platform too, and to be supported like that. It helps push them as well, even though half of them are getting 100,000 fucking views anyways. I like Mr. Score too. I don't know his.
I know you're talking about.
He doesn't like me though.
KT.
Yeah, he talks so much shit to me. Like I think he thinks like I really don't fuck with him, but he doesn't know it. Like I'm a fan of you. I'm a fan of you. He's good.
Let me see. So you can try this Rasta pasta. Hold it. Her personal number.
Okay.
Yeah, then we about to try this Rasta pasta right here.
Yeah, this Rasta pasta is good. If you like spicy, this is it right here. I like spicy. I would drink jalapeno juice out the jar. Yeah.
Yeah, it all depends with me.
Are you more sweet and sour or hot and spicy?
I say sweet and sour.
You're sweet
but
and sour?
I do. It all depends though. It gotta be good though. Like this, I can deal with this.
Okay.
But
y'all
it gotta
already
be good.
Know I'm hot and spicy.
No, I remember one time. So I ain't gonna lie to you. It took me a minute to start eating jerk, like spicy food.
Okay.
Because one time my mother, she called herself making jerk chicken and shrimp, but she over jerked it. I'm talking about. We rinsed the food off. I'm sorry, this food is fully cooked. Like we rinsed the food off and all that, man. You can still taste the jerk seasoning.
Rinse it off. Clean the chicken twice.
Like so, it was like that job like scarred me for a long time.
Okay.
To like eat jerk
Come on,
chicken.
Mom.
And then it was like one day I was like, man, let me just try it because it looked too good. And
This
I know
pasta's
somebody
good.
was like, it ain't spicy. So I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. Like, I tried it. It was a little spicy, but it was more sweet. But
y'all see, I keep drinking this water. It's spicy. I like that. If you like your nose to run spicy.
Yeah, shrimp, Rasta pasta.
This is what y'all be eating. Y'all be eating good like this on the sidelines. I'd be so jealous.
Nah. So we gotta get some new. We gotta get enhanced.
People are tripping if they don't want to come be a vendor down there because there's definitely money to be made.
And I got cheap vendors for you, so
you can count on my $20 every night because I'm tired of stopping at to get chicken. What's the guy saying? Rollins. What's it called? Not Wawa, but what's the other one?
Royal Farms.
Royal Farms. I said Rollins. It's down my way. God, I'm tripping. Yeah, I stop at Royal Farms to get a 10-piece on my way home after every game. I'm tired of that.
Yeah, nah. See me, I just get they wedges. I'll be good with just they wedges.
You just eat chicken all the way down Route 4.
Mm-hmm.
I can't forget, before this leaves my mind, I have to mention J Dub. I
Mm-hmm.
have to. Because being a country girl, hearing about players up the road, back then it was J Dub, um, Team Arion. So like Jamaican Rob and J Dub was the one player I feared the most because he like just was the most aggressive and talked the most shit. But him and I have a relationship now, so that ain't nothing. But definitely got to mention J Dub. J Dub even offered to walk me to my car after the championship. He was like, Jess, it's crazy out here. I said, I know. He's like, you need me walking to the car.
Yeah, shout out to J Dub.
I was like, nah, I'll be straight. But thank you.
Yeah, shout out to J Dub, my man J Pistol.
And shout out to Rita because she definitely, her coaching style was totally different that night. And I appreciated that. I like Rita. We have a love
Mm-hmm.
hate referee coach relationship, but I absolutely adore her.
Yeah.
I adore her.
Yeah, they kept saying, man, you keep getting me picking. I said, man, I don't pick them. They work this out. They got a schedule upon themselves.
Hmm. Yeah, if I go there, I'm getting this possum. I
Yeah, no,
like
definitely.
sides and bread and pasta.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know. Got me sweating. Woo!
Mm-hmm. Look at all this food.
Yep, I gotta go tap me something to drink.
I'm full. Hmm. Hope y'all went out there and voted.
Woo, woo. All right, so yeah, we done had this good old food. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the original kitchen jerk. Shout out to my sister China. Shout out to Jess, the ref, my favorite referee in the city. I don't care what none of you niggas say. You in?
I don't either.
Right. I don't care what nobody say, man. Yeah. I know Jess one call away. If she free, one call away. Jess, I need you.
Got
Look.
y'all.
So
Got
for any
y'all.
up and coming people that want to inquire about officiating, what advice could you give them to, and like what path you
So like
can correct them on, guide them on?
you want to Google like what board is in your area that you want to officiate because they're gonna govern those high schools and middle schools in your area. And every October there's gonna be like a training, or it might begin in September, but whatever. They're gonna have a training, and you legit get certified, and that's how it works. You're on the court by you're doing those JV games, by October,
Working your way up the
working your
ranks.
way up. And people forget too, like referees get their training in the summer in AAU because them parents be like, I paid all this money for this tournament. Yeah, and you getting that new referee that needs somewhere to train. You don't want him on your high school game, and that's his first game ever. Like,
Yeah.
that's where they train in the summer, and that's the best place to train.
Mm-hmm.
Make a lot of money and deal with it. The crazy people in the crowd. Hmm. That's how it works. That's why I appreciate the Watts League too, because in sanctioned basketball, referees can't be friends. There are no friends in this game. But down there, like I have the relationships with Kevin and Black, aka Special, um, Val, my sweetheart. Rest in peace, Lawrence. That was very hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
But you can have relationships with people in the backyard. I can't wait to see Tampa play the 49ers Sunday. I will be there live in person. Bang, bang, Niners gang. No disrespect.
Yeah, I ain't worried about that. Yeah, I ain't worried. Our record looking good. Looking
Yeah.
good. See, looking sweet. Sweet. Sweet.